Hey guys, so today is a bit of a different video. I'm gonna be organising and clearing out all my makeup, and it is, I've not got my watch on, like something like 10:30. Oh no, 11:30. 11:30 at night, so I've decided to clear out my makeup because I'm absolutely crazy, and I'm going to be clearing it out and giving it away to someone because I don't need it and it just needs a new home. To be honest, it's really stressing me out the state that my makeup is in. I like to keep it all in order. I have it like all in like foundation, highlighter and everything kind of like lined up so I can just reach for it and I know where it is. But Ren has got a fascination with makeup and she loves watching me put it on and loves to try it out herself. So whenever she's up here, she's straight in here trying to put on lipstick. I'm sure if you follow me on Instagram, you'll have seen her putting on like lipstick and eyeliner and all sorts all over her face. So I'm gonna clear it out. Just wait till you see the mess, like you will have a heart attack. I'm gonna show you me cleaning the drawer because that's pretty boring, but I'll show you the state of the drawer and then I will pull them all out and I will show you the collections of like what I've got and what I'm keeping and what I'm gonna be throwing away. So this is the state of it. Now look, it literally looks like someone's just thrown it all in and it really gives me anxiety and stresses me out. And if you like zoom in closely, you can see like bits of powder and she's just had everything. She's had my hair stuff out of the drawers down there, and yeah, it's a mess, a real mess. So let's sort it out. Okay, so I have emptied all of the makeup and we have a nice clean drawer to put everything into. So I'm just gonna go kind of category by category, I think, and sort all this out. Okay, so I think I'm gonna start off with primers first because there's not many of those out of everything. So first up I have the Bare Minerals Prime Time, which I quite like, so I'm going to keep. I do need to wipe these all down. And next I've got the Feel Like Honeymoon Skin Base from Touch in Sol. Now I don't really use this, to be honest, and there's barely anything left, so I think I'm just going to bin that one. Next I've got the Illamasqua Hydra Veil, which is definitely a keeper. And the Makeup Forever UV Prime, which again I really love, so I'm keeping that one. Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow, again a really nice one. And of course by Terry is not going anywhere. So I've got two of these at Benefit Professionals. Now I don't use these and I find them a bit hard to get on with. They just don't seem to suit my skin, so I'm going to give these ones away. This one is pretty... this one's new, I think. It hasn't been used, and that one has a bit left in. And I've got the Ordinary High Spreadability Fluid Primer, which I really love, so that's a keeper. And another one I've got is this Nivea Men Sensitive Post Shave Balm. Now, if you know the old days with Nikki Tutorials when this went viral, I've had this that long, so this will probably just go in the bin. I'll ask Gav if he wants it, but probably just go in the bin because it's quite old. So next on to powders. So first up I've got the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder, which is going nowhere. And next I've got the Beauty Bakery Flower. Now I don't really use this often. I did used to use it quite a lot. But I don't really use it so much now. I prefer the Laura Mercier, so that's gonna go to a new home. Next I've got this Dior powder, which I think is pretty well used. Yeah, so there's no point in keeping that, is there? Like there's not much left, so that can go in the bin. Next I've got the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder, which again is going nowhere. That's here to stay. And my Laura Mercier Eye Setting Powder, which is just going to go along with its bigger one. And I've got the Ben Nye Banana Powder. Now I'm really in two minds whether to keep this or not. I'm wearing it right now and I do use it quite a bit. I used to use it all the time again, but I prefer the Laura Mercier and Charlotte Tilbury, so I think I'll keep it for now. In my next clear out I'll probably get rid of it, but I'm going to keep it for now. Next I've got this Revlon powder, which I used to really love and use a lot, but again I don't tend to reach for it so much, so I'm just going to give this one a new home. It is quite well used. And next I've got the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil, which goes along with the powder foundation, and I've got that as well, so I'm just going to keep that one for now. Next I'm going to move on to, we'll go blushes for now. So of course, Charlotte Tilbury is staying. Now I need to move these around. So this Kiko Creamy Blush I really like, but I just really don't use it, so I'm gonna give it a new home so it can hopefully get some love. But yeah, I do really like this one. It's such a shame. And next I've got the NARS Liquid Orgasm Blush, which again, one of my favourites, so that's not going anywhere. And this Revlon, I've not had it long and I do quite like it, so I'm going to keep that for a bit. So next I've got the Love at First Blush by Soap & Glory, and I do actually like this. I like the different tones and it really reminds me of one of the Chanel blushes, but I've got quite a few blushes, so I'm going to give this one a new home. Next I've got the Beauty Crop blusher, which I really love. I'm gonna keep this one because I've not had it long and I do really like it. And next is this Illamasqua. Now this is like a duo. It's a bit weird because you get like I think it's an eyeshadow and a blusher, but this blusher is one of my favorites, so again I'm gonna be keeping that one. It's in the shade Beg and Bronzerella. Okay, so onto highlighters. I've got quite a few, so this may take a while. So first up, we've got the Fenty Beauty Matchstick in the shade Trippin'. Now that isn't going anywhere because it's brand new. I've only had it a couple of days, so that can go in there. Next, I've got the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Soft and Gentle, one of my favorites, so you can stay. Ooh, I've not used this one for so long. I remember waiting for this to come out and being so excited. It is really pretty, but I just don't tend to use it so much. But I feel a bit attached to it. Oh, it's got some kind of coal stuck on the back, but I love this. I'm definitely not going to get rid of it. I feel really attached to that one. Next, I've got this Laura Geller highlighter. Oh, do I keep this or don't I? I don't tend to use it, if I'm perfectly honest, and I do have one that is really similar, so I think I'm going to give this away. It is so pretty and I do really like it, but I don't use it so much, so it can go somewhere where it's loved. Okay, so next I have the Becca Champagne Pop, and I know this is smashed. I did show you the other day in my video, but I love it and I'm not prepared to let go of it yet, so that can stay. And along with its sister, Becca Opal, they can stay together. And next I've got a liquid highlighter. Now this is the NYX Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator. Oh, what to do? I don't tend to use it that often, but I do really like it. I think, again, I'll keep this one for a little bit. If I don't use it, it can have a new home. So next, I've got the Revlon Skin Lights, and I do really like that one. So I'm going to hang on to it. I've not had it that long. Okay, so this one is actually a special edition MAC, and it's a highlight powder, and it came with a shimmer on the top. And I did really love it. I kind of just hit the pan and I've not reached for it. And I don't really get a lot of use from it. So I'm just going to give it a new home, I think. And see if they love it. So next I've got this Charlotte Tilbury highlighter, beauty wand. And again, that's not going anywhere. That can stay. So next I've got the Zoeva Screen Queen highlighter trio, and I've not actually used this yet, so I'm going to keep this one and yeah, try it out. I got this in my advent calendar, so I'm going to keep that one. And finally I've got these Avon balls. They're some shimmery pearl balls, and they are a dupe of the Guerlain, I can't remember what they're called, illuminating powder or something. And I just don't use it. I don't get the use out of it, so I will give it a new home. So now on to foundation. So I've got a couple of different things here. So these are the lightning drops to adjust your foundation, and I also have the darkening versions as well to like adjust your foundation accordingly. So I've just bought these, so I will be keeping those. Another one that's really similar is the Illamasqua Skin Base. Now this one, if I'm honest, is my all-time favorite, and this is how I discovered these kind of products, and this is like my preferred go-to, but those are a good like cheaper alternative. But yeah, this is my number one. I don't think there's much in here anymore, but I'm gonna keep it anyway because it's my favorite. And again, I do have the skin-based foundation, which again is one of my favorite foundations, so I'm gonna keep that. I don't think there is much left, but I want to hold on to it. I can't let it go. Next, I've got the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Foundation. Now, if you've been watching my other videos, you'll know they're my favorite, so they can stay. So next I've got the Revlon Colour Stay Foundation, and this is a dupe of the Double Base Foundation by Estee Lauder, and I do really love it. I used to wear it all the time, and it's actually my last one, so I'm going to keep that. I do sometimes mix it with this one, which is the Ordinary Coverage Foundation, which is a really nice one as well. I tend to use them like every day because they're kind of like fairly inexpensive. Next I've got the NARS Sheer Foundation, and I haven't used this for a while. I think it is actually too dark for me, and I don't think there's a lot left, but I'm going to keep it anyway. And of course the iconic Charlotte Tilbury Magic Foundation. Now that isn't going anywhere either, and I will be keeping that. So next I've got the L'Oreal Skin Paradise Tinted Water Cream. I would use this if it was summer, but it's not right now. But I think I will hold on to it until next year to see if I still get the use out of it. If not, I may change my mind on that one. So next I've got a fairly new Bare Minerals product, and it is in the shade Ginger. It's the Complexion Rescue Stick, and I quite like it, but it's quite hydrating, so I'm going to find this one a new home, I think. There's other ones I prefer, and I just don't reach for it so much, so it's just kind of taking up space that I can use for other things, so I will find that a new home. And finally, the classic Bare Minerals powder. I, again, don't tend to use this much, but I'm going to keep it for now because it's fairly new, so I will keep hold of that one. Okay, so that's the foundations done. I'm now going to move on to bronzers. I've got the Kevyn Aucoin Sculpting Powder, and yeah, I really like that. It's kind of like a one-of-a-kind product, so I'm not going to be getting rid of that. The Revlon Skin Lights Prismatic Bronzer. I've had this like fairly recently, so again I'll keep that one. Next I've got the Hoola Benefit Hoola, I should say, bronzer with its little brush, and I do have like an older one here that is very much like hit the pan, but yeah, my favorite. That's my go-to bronzer for every day, so I will keep that one. Next I've got the Bourjois Maxi Delight. Now I love this, and I do think it's really nice, but it's quite chunky and it takes up a lot of room, so that can go to a new home. And next I've got the Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Duo. Now this is the highlighter that I said is really similar, if I could open it, to the Laura Geller one that I just threw out, so I'm going to keep this one and rehome the other one. And now I've got the MAC Dark Tan Bronzer. I've not really used that so much, but I'm going to hold on to it for now. And next I've got this. I really love this one, and it is, I think it's called just Bronze. Yeah, it is. From MAC, but it's barely got anything in. So I'll give it a new home. They might use it, but to be honest, there's not much use out of it. They can just throw it in the bin if they don't want it. So next I've got the Charlotte Tilbury, which again, without question, straight in the drawer. And And I've got a couple of liquid ones. So the Illamasqua Gel Sculpt, which I will be keeping. And also this one, like this is a really good one. I don't tend to reach for it so often, but it is really good and it is really inexpensive. So if you want like a cheap liquid contour, this one is really good. And again, I've not really used this for a long time, but I do really love this for a bronzer. It's actually a foundation stick, but I just bought it in a darker shade for a contour. And yeah, I'm going to be keeping that one. And finally, I've got this Revolution palette. Now, I've just had this and it came free with an order I made. I do really like it, but as you can see, I've got plenty of others, so I'm gonna give that one a new home. I've literally just touched into that. Look at the fallout though, it's absolutely crazy. It's gone everywhere. So I just realized that I missed a bronzer, and this is the Bare Minerals the Skinny Dip bronzer, and I think I've literally had it out and used it once, so I'm just going to give that a new home. So moving on to concealer, I've got the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, which is one of my favorite. Also, these are really good and such good value for money. They are the Collection Lasting Perfection concealer, so I'm going to be keeping those. Next, I've got the NARS Custard Concealer. Now this is pretty much on its last legs, but I'm going to keep it and see if I can get anything out of the bottom. So next I've got the Soap & Glory Kick Ass Concealer, and it has a powder on top, and then I think it should flip up, and you have the like concealers on the bottom. I again don't use it so much anymore, so that one can have a new home. And next I've got the Rodial Banana Lowlighter and the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Away concealers, which both can stay because they are new. So next I'm going to move on to fixing sprays. Now this one is a matte fixing spray from Revolution, and I do quite like it. I have lost like all the lids for these, and I've got the NYX Bear With Me. This is like a prep, like a prime, set and refresh for your makeup, so you can kind of like use it throughout the day. And then I've got a mini version of the matte finish one, which again is one of my favorites, which can go away. And then I have this spray, which I do not use, so that can go. Okay, so I've got a couple of products here that don't actually fit into like any specific category. These ones are Karen Millen like body shimmers, and I don't think I've ever used them. So I've got a pink one and the other one is white. And then I've got this Becca, which is like an under eye like color corrector, so I think I'm going to keep this one and I will gift the other ones away. So next I'm going to move on to brows, and as you all know, that one is one of my favorites, and along with the Anastasia Beverly Hills, so I'm going to keep those two. I've also got this, which is a brow tint. Now I've just had this in the post and I don't think I will use it, so I'll put that on the gift away pile. So next I've got the Benefit brow gel, and this is like well loved, but I do like it, so I'm going to keep it. To be honest, there's not much left in that, so I don't know how much longer it's going to last. Next I've got this Charlotte Tilbury pencil, and as you can see, like, oh, I've got some fluff on my finger. As you can see, there's like nothing left of it, but it does have a highlighter in here, which is still pretty much full, so I'm going to hold on to this for a little while. I may end up just throwing it out, but I will see. I don't want to waste Charlotte Tilbury. And lastly, I've got these two brow pencils. Now this is the NYX Micro Pencil and the MUA Academy. I do really like the MUA one, and the NYX one's fairly new, so again I will hold on to those. Finally, I've got this Charlotte Tilbury brow gel. I don't really think there's much left in here. It is probably just dried up, but again, I don't want to throw it away. I think I might be able to get a tiny bit out of that, so let's keep it. And I actually forgot this one. So this is like a clear gel from Morphe, so that's new, so that one will be kept too. Okay, so now I've kind of cleared some space, I think we're going to go on to eyeliners. So if I start with the like liquid pops at the back. Now the first one I've got is this Illamasqua. Now I've think that's probably dried up, so unfortunately I think I'm gonna have to say goodbye to that one. And then these three little Smashbox ones I don't tend to use really, so I don't know, I think I'll hold on to them for a bit, because you never know, I might get some inspiration from somewhere and I may use them, but now they can just go in here. Oh, and these two actually, this is the Brow Buddy pencil, which I used to do to shape my brows, and this one is the Morphe highlighter, so I'm going to be keeping those two. So now we're actually on to liquid liners, and I think I will be keeping all of these. So I've got the NYX Epic Ink Liner, and I've got it in brown and black. I think I've got 2 black and 1 brown, and I've also got the Illamasqua liquid eyeliner. Then that one's new, I got it in my advent calendar and I do quite like it, so I'm going to be keeping both, well, all of those. Okay, so now on to, I mean, these are liquid liners as well. They're the Urban Decay like glitter ones. I mean, I've had these for the longest time. I must have had them. I don't know if they'll be dried up. Like, this was my very first one and I used to love it, but unfortunately these are gonna have to go. But I do used to have this one, and this one seems okay, so I think I will hold on to this one. Okay, so now on to like kohl pencils. So I've got quite a few here and I don't think I need this many. I'm obviously going to keep this one, which is one of my favourites. It's an Urban Decay one. I also really love this NYX. I do get a lot of use out of those white pencils. The other one is like a Rimmel one. This is a Calvin Klein version of that. I don't tend to use this much, so that can go. This one's lost its lid and I think it's about had it. So yeah, that one can go in the bin. This one is a super like chunky black liner and I don't think I will use that so much, so I will gift that one. I've also got quite a few black liners, so I think I'm going to give this one away as well. This one is one of my favorites. Instead of having like a white liner, I love to use like a beige or something, so I will keep that one. Okay, so the rest of these I'm gonna keep. I do really like those, so they can go back in. So now we are on to eyeshadows, and these Clinique eyeshadows I've never used. Do I keep them? They are super pretty. I think I'll hold on to them for now. Again, if I don't use them, they can just go to a new home. I think it's probably because I put them away like far at the back, so I don't see them. Okay, so this Bourjois is really pretty, but I don't use it, so a new home that can go to. So next I've got this little like Dior palette, and I really don't use this that much. It's super cute and tiny, but I just don't use it. So again, that can go to a new home. And this one I recently got in my advent calendar, so I'll be keeping that one. Also, I've got this NYX, which again, I do really like. This eyeshadow is really pretty. It is called Girl Talk. And I've also got this MAC pigment in the shade Rose. One of my favorites. I bought this again like almost 10 years ago, but I love it. Next up are these Stila liquid eyeshadows, and again, these are my favorites. Some are drying up a bit, but I just love them, so I will be keeping those ones. So next is this like gold eyeshadow, and it's really stunning. It reminds me a bit of like the Fenty Beauty Trophy Wife, so I'm going to hold on to that one. I've also got a green one, which is really pretty. Now these Bare Mineral shadows I bought at the same time as everything else, and I just don't use them, so again, new home. And these Calvin Klein eyeshadows, I'm pretty sure one is a gold and one is, yeah, this dusky purple. I really love this colour. I think it's really pretty, so keeping that one. So next I've got these shadows, and I do actually like them. I don't know whether to get rid of them or not, but I don't tend to use them. I don't think I've reached for these for quite a while. I do also have that green pigment there, so do I need this? Probably not. Next I've got my glitter glue, which is staying because I've not got another one. Next I've got this Natural Collection eyeshadow. Now, I used to go for this all the time, but I don't use it, so that can go to a new home. And this I do really like. It's the same as all of this collection, so I may as well keep them all. Next, I've got this Natural Collection eyeshadow, and it's in the shade Willow. Now, this is stunning. It's really, really pretty, but I just have so many, so that can go to a new home. Now, this is one of my all-time favourite eyeshadows. You have like I pop it open. You have like a cream shadow on top, and then you have this gorgeous like glitter pigment in the bottom. These are so stunning, and they are pretty expensive, but I think I'm just going to buy a couple more because I just love them. They are my fave. Now, I've had this eyeshadow for the longest time, and it's got like really chunky glitter in. I used to wear it all the time, but I just don't tend to reach for it anymore. So again, that can have a new home. I feel a bit sad letting go of that one because it's a bit of a kind of like sentimental one. Next, I've got the Chanel Mirage eyeshadow, again a beautiful one which can stay. So next I've got all my glitters. Now, I am a bit of a glitter fiend. I swear I used to have more than this. I don't know what's happened to them, but they're usually like the NYX ones, or I do have this one. I don't know the brand, but it's like a iridescent like purpley colour. And then this one, which again you saw in my video the other day, the Violet Voss Goldie glitter. And yeah, they're not going anywhere. I love my glitters. I don't get to use them much, but I do really love them, so they are staying, not going anywhere. Next, I've got these Barry M Diamond Dusts. Now, I used to be obsessed with these when I was younger, and I do think they're really nice, but I just don't tend to use them. Oh, what do? I think I'm going to keep them. I do really love them, and they are really pretty. I've just swatched one on my hand, and I've kind of fallen in love with them all over again, so they can go in here. And finally, on to mascaras. Now, most of these have probably dried up, so this one will be pretty easy. Excuse my little cloth that I've been wiping my makeup with. That's pretty dry, so that one can go in the bin. This Rapid Lash Serum, yeah, I do really like this. The Rapid Lash, I probably need to use that right now because I've lost so many eyelashes. So then the Better Than Sex Mascara, I bet this one has dried up. Yeah. Next, I've got the Lancome Hypnose Mascara, which is new. I've only just opened it. Next, I've got the Charlotte Tilbury Legendary Lashes. I think this is probably on its way out, but I'm going to hold on to it for a little bit longer. Next, I've got the Soap & Glory Thick and Fast. Again, I think this is going to be an easy one. I think this is going to be dry, although it is one of my favourites. I do love this mascara. Yeah, that's dry. The Bourjois Volume Glamour Ultra Black. I don't even think they make this anymore, but for some reason these do stay really like good. I don't know how. Next, I've got the Monsieur Big Mascara. I've just opened this, so that can stay. And then I do really love this one. It's the Tarte Lights Camera Action, I think, mascara, and I can't even open it. It's that dry. I do know that this is really dry. Because I've had it a while. Yeah, that's not even going to open, so let's just leave that one. And we are done. Literally, how satisfying, in the wrong place, how satisfying does this drawer look now? So this is how I've got a stray. I miss this one. I think I'll hold on to it for now. I don't tend to use it. That can go there. Okay, so this is how I tend to use it. So I put it in order. So I have like my primers, my foundations, concealers and powders, and then all like my bronzer, blusher, highlighters, and then all my eye products. So I literally like go along and use them as I like do my makeup. So yeah, this is how I like to have my makeup drawer set out. And yeah, I can relax now. I was going to do lipsticks, but I've literally not got time today, so I'll have to save that for another day. So that's all I've got time for today. I hope you enjoyed my video. As always, if you could please hit the like and the subscribe button below, that would be amazing. And I am going to bed. So I will see you soon. Bye.